See my screen. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, yesterday we have done that creation of the dashboard and different KPIs publishing to the server. So that was just a small example of how we do. There are n number of different dashboard that you can create. If you go and see in Tableau Public, okay, so there are different things that you can go and make there. Want to build your own portfolio, so Tableau Public will be a very good, it is like a virtual resume to you. So let's say if you are applying for any organization, and if in a resume you posted the your public URL, they can see all these different visualization that you have created so far, and they can understand your abilities of what different types of dashboard you can create here. Okay. So even this is also Tableau Public is also your online directory. Let's say you join any organization and you started working in a healthcare domain, or risk, let's say you join some consulting organization and you started creating dashboard on risk analysis. So you don't have any idea to how the risk analysis or healthcare or call center or any different domain dashboard look like. So you can take a look here, you can get an idea. So you just have to search here, let's say risk analysis. Once you'll type here, you'll get a, see, we have around 10,000 plus visualization from 874 different authors. So there is credit card analysis, risk analysis. So you'll take this different analysis, okay? You can get some idea. So you can see here, if you'll put here, okay, I'll do healthcare. So you'll get some different dashboard here over created from the globe. There will be different dashboard 1870. Let's say you search for cyber security. So these are the dashboard. Many of them you don't like, many of them you don't like it, you the visualization or the way they have created. But anyhow, something will give you some idea because you are at the zero level information. You don't know anything of that particular domain. Let's say loan analysis or home loan analysis, okay, or loan analysis or credit card analysis. So anything you will search here, you will get some idea so that okay, this is the types of KPIs or you can create it. See what I yesterday created that was from the Superstore data. So do you can create more over different dashboard. What I created that was just a small example. See there are n number of different visualization that has been created over the globe using that same data set. Okay. So let's say you take a this particular example. So he created some image here. Okay, it's is saying showing you total sales, total profit, total quantity, total discount, and he is saying in addition to most of this information can be details filters. So he plays filter here. You once you'll click here, you'll get here this overview analysis, product analysis, regional analysis, details. So let's say you went to order detail. So it will take you here. It's just a text tables here. Okay, so you can go to different pages here. Here are some different filters you can apply for which year, where, which month, which region, which city you want to see here. Again, if you want to go here back and you want to see, let's say, product analysis. So here are different charts here. This chart we call, this is your bubble uh, pyramid chart. Okay, so these are the charts we create here. So if you go and see this particular visualization, he is from the Brazil. He was the Tableau ambassador also 2 times. Okay, so he has created 16 Vs till now. Okay, so you can take idea, you can take, okay, these are the things. It's just a matter of time. You can create a lot of visualization. Take this dashboard example. Same data set. It depends on the how you portray. This is the field. This is the line graph that she has drag it. She made it small and pasted here. This is again profit, order, customer. This is this geo map. This is the bar chart. Again bar chart. It gives everything on the basis of sales. If you want everything on the basis of profit, click here. Now all the graphs below will show you profit by state, profit by segment. If you want to see orders, everything will change in the terms of orders. How many orders in the state? You have the California 344 highest order, Texas 164. So these are the different. She took means that is created by the Priya, but she replicate the dashboard created from the Pradeep. Okay. He also 3 times Tableau ambassador, Iron V's finalist. So these are the different dashboard he has created so far. If you see here, 86 different visualization. He follows 250. These are the followers he follow here. Just like this, say hospital dashboard he has created here. See what you see that in the background, it is the image that they have developed on the different uh, tool there. One of the most commonly tool that used for designing as a UI or UX developer, we use as a Figma. So this is the one of the tool. It's a free also, but we doesn't use. So we design these different things here and we export it as a image, and what that background image we put down. And this all things yesterday I told you, that we have a tile and floating. So what we do, we drag these all the things KPI as a floating and we paste it down here in the background those images. He has allowed to download the Tableau workbook, so you can download and you can make a review also. Okay, so for a learning purpose, public will always go and help you. It's a directory here, so you can search, you can get an idea, you can uh, look someone a dashboard, you can replicate them. Don't try to copy and publish on your own profile. Don't download this and republish on your profile. That doesn't give you any learning. Just try to replicate it. If you able to replicate it over the period of time, you will be able to create your own different dashboards. One common data set was 1 GB internet. There was a one this data set. So what is the price of 1 GB internet over the different country? See, I'm not promoting any this public profile. I'm just saying you that over this one particular data set, what is the different visualization that you can create here? See, this is the data set that you are. So in the Europe, these are the filters they have created. And now see, this is the hand. So visualization, creation of the visualization, just like a empty room, you have to visualize your own. See, this person has also created this visualization. Okay, with the same data set, cost of 1 GB by the continent country. So he has also created this similar way. But the type of visualization he has created and they has created is the difference. 1 GB of mobile data costs 0.09 USD in India on average, and the same service costs 27.41 USD in yeah. You can come. This is 304 times higher. So we have the internet very cheaper rate compared to all of the world here. So see the background image they have taken from here, data source here, design by here. So these are back. This is the background image. Okay, they have designed in any of the tool. You can compare any other tool country here. Let's say Africa. So this is the Africa status in Asia. Okay, if you see this one. So basically, this is not a single chart. Basically, this is the two different charts here that has been merged here, and these are the different charts here. Okay. So if you see here, if you select one bar, one line, it shows that okay, it's continent Africa, countries, Namaya, what is the price is here in Africa, Libya, Asia, Palestine, Africa, again Asia, Philippines. So these are the cost here. In the upper line, if you will hover, you will get some price. Below, you won't get class. So this graph is different. This graph is different. Means there are two different charts. A chart that has been created and has been morphed one above the another. So with the same data set, you can create a n number of different types of visualization that suits you, that what your mind has elaborated you. And the this complicated or l- very standard visualization, when you are into any organization, you don't have to create such different uh, complicated or hardly. It just showcase your own interest or your own that capability in a, when you are into organization, you don't have to deep dive and do so much of the designing until unless your client is asking to you to do that. Okay. So that was a basic idea on the learning on making a directory on the Tableau public. Okay, we'll see some calculation here. See, on the calculation part, Tableau has a various calculation, okay, that we use on a daily basis. The first is row level calculation. Okay. Second, we have table calculation. Third, we have level of details calculation, LOD calculations. Okay, so different calculations we have here. Out of this, table calculation is easiest one. This also is easiest. LOD is also easiest, but it is a very powerful calculation that we have into Tableau. By the use of Tableau LOD calculation, we can go any level of granularity. Let's say this is the highest level of granularity, and this is the lowest level of granularity. Okay, if I want to come down at the level of date, so if I want to calculate at the level something at the level of date from this highest granularity, then LOD help us to go that level down to me. Okay, so first the, if you are in, I'll tell you some basic calculation that is used widely. Okay, first is your that we commonly use is YTD. YTD means year to date. Okay, so if you're working in some financial data or any types of data and you want to calculate, okay, give me YTD, year to date. What is the year to date co- sales profit? What is that year to date? So for that year to date, okay, let's say you want year to date sales. So for that thing, we create these YTD calculations, and it is the most of the common interview questions also that is asked. Okay, so let's say what is YTD first. It is giving error because I haven't wrote any calculation. Let understand something first into date here. So this is the year 2023. Okay, if I am in the month of June, so if someone will ask me, give me yearly sales. So today is 6th of 4, July 5, 4. Let's assume my data is up to date. It is up live connection. I am getting everything data very live. So my data will not exceed this fourth. Anyhow, it will be equal to fourth or less than fourth. We have data. Let's say the data will be 3, 2, 1, or 4, but it can't be 5 or 6. That is what year to date. In the year in 2023, we can't get more than data of current today, means greater than today. But if I go in 2023, sorry, 22, then I can get from 1st January to 31st of December whole data. But in 23, I can't get that data. I can get only data equal to today. Beyond data, I can't get any data. So if we are calculating something year to date, for what we have to do here? Firstly, you have to check that this our date name. So my date field is new order date. Okay. So it should be less than equals to today. Okay. The first condition. Understood this thing, no? It can't be your greater from today date. Any scenario, if your data is very up to date, you are updating your data very regularly, very in a every minute, every second, even though you can't get your data at the fifth, it will be less than 4 or equal to 4. Okay. So once I'll make it apply, so it is giving me the calculation came here, it's giving me true and false. So if I placed here, see, true, everything is true. Everything is true. Why everything is true? Because from this today, every date is less than. Every date is less. 22 is less, 21 is less, 20 is less, 22. But I need only 23. 1st January 2023 to 4th of June 23. I don't need this 22, 21, 20, or 2019 data. So I have to filter out that data. How to filter out that data? So in that, I'll put here one more condition, and the first condition satisfied here. Okay. And second condition that we'll put here is our function date trunk. Okay. So in that, we'll compare year, comma, our date field equals to date trunk year, comma, today. The first condition, it is checking only that it is less than today or not. So everything is today, true. But in the second condition, I'm checking the year date, this my field year. So now this particular function will give me 23, 22, 21, 20, and to 2019. And this function will give me just 23 because I'm taking the today, year of the today. So it will give me 23. Now I'm saying that close to. So 23 will of today will equals to 23 only. This 22, 22, these all will go negative. So the moment I hit and apply here, everything goes on false and I'm getting this 20, 23. So this is my order to date. It will give me my year to date sales. Okay, I'll show you. I'll go to year to date. Uh, let's go to the monthly level. See, each and every month is false. If you come down in 23, January true, uh, June true. So if I come to day level, in June we have only data 1, 2, 3, 4. It can't go beyond that. You know, in January, see, mm, yeah, it's 23 March true, February true, true. Again, if you go here just above 31st false. So we are getting data from January 23, uh, first to date. So that is what your year to date. Okay. So this cells will give you, so this is your Boolean calculation. So that is why it is giving you true and false here. But if you want to showcase, because we have wrote it here YTD sales, so what we have to do, we have to put here if and else calculation. How? If new date, if our date field is less than equal to today, and this calculation will do something here like this, then sales, else you can, if you want you can put something, if not you can end it like this also. It is not mandatory to put down else. Okay, so it is giving now the current calculation type is Boolean. If you see, it is a, it is giving true and false. The moment I put it here measures here, and I will submit this apply, the type of this calculation will change from Boolean type to the measure, because the output it is giving me measure. Okay, so now it was into the your dimension field, so that way it is giving you discrete figures here. I have to bring it down. So now if I'll drag this, I'll put it here, so it will give me some figures. See, in the month of January, February, means in 19, 20, everything is blank. The moment if I come down, there are some figures. See, so this is my year to date calculation. Any question on this?
Yes,
Sir,
I have question.
can you
Yeah, please carry on.
you can ask first.
Yeah, please go on one by one. That is fine.
Yes, sir. Sir, here we are use cells, just cells only. So, and my question is that when we use aggregated cells or and just cells, answer.
Okay, you are saying if I put here some cells. See,
Yeah, the
this
cell.
calculation is here, no, this order date. Okay, this is already a aggregate function. So it will give you this error here. See, cannot mix aggregate and non-aggregate field. Okay, why? Because I'll tell you. See, in our this order date data, the name that I have created here, no, new order date. If you see the original field that we have into table, that contains only 21 data, but till 21. But in this new order date, there is data to 23 here. Okay, so I have created one calculation to uh, bring the data to till date. I'll showcase that also. But if let's say, where was that calculation here? No, I'll make it once duplicate here. So if I'll make it here order date, that was the original field from the data set. See here, it is giving you here cannot mix or aggregate non-aggregate field. So if you are making this thing here, then again you have to write some here like this. Some, this field is here is already an aggregated field, and here, so you, this both the sums here you can't write here. So if you'll write here just here sales only, in the output Tableau will make it aggregation. uh let's say, um, here, see, if I make it here some sales. Okay, see what it is giving, any name I'll put it here, ABC. What it is giving, ABC. If I drag it here, you can see the what it is reading here. Just read that ABC before what it is, AGG. That is what aggregate means. Inside already it is making a aggregation. Okay, it is not showing you sum, average, anything. It is showing you AGG, aggregation. But if I put here just sum, now if I drag here, it will show you sum. Why? Because we haven't done any aggregation at the inside. So it will do aggregation. What is the default aggregation? So every measures they have some default aggregation. Uh, to that you can see that you can come down here into default properties, into aggregation. There is some aggregation. You can choose any of your aggregation whichever you want. But if you there is always a choice that you can make aggregation either inside or outside. But while making some calculation, you'll if you are making like this one here, edit. So if I make here calculation here, so this my calculations and this calculations, they are all aggregated calculations. So for that, I can't use again this aggregation inside. So that's why it will give me this cannot mix aggregate and non-aggregate calculations. So that's why I haven't used this sum here again inside here, because once if I drag this field, it will give me sum only. See, it is giving me sum, because these calculations they give the aggregate values. So we can't use two times aggregation inside. So that's why I haven't used here sum here. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Any other question you were asking?
Sir, can you repeat the coding part again?
Coding
Explain it
part.
a little bit. Yes, I did
Okay.
not
Okay.
understand it.
Okay. First of all, tell me, do you understand these functions, date trunc, if else statement? If not, then I'll give you some basic idea and then we'll go on these calculations.
No, sir.
No. Okay,
I think
fine.
like if else is okay, but that one is
Okay, okay, fine. See, first I'll tell you how to write a calculation and from where you can write a calculation. So for write a calculation, there are three different ways. First, you can go into analysis. Here you will get this calculated field. So if you click on here, you'll get this window. You can rename this any name here, whatever name that suits you for that particular calculation. So you can write the calculation and you can write all your logics here. This is the first window. Second, there is this opposite triangle. If you click here, you will get this create calculator field. Same everything, just the place is different to bring that. Third, you can select any of your dimension or measure. Select here, create calculation. So you will get again this window. You can either use the region or write your own calculation. These are the different place. Thirdly, there are different types of calculations in that we have here. See, in this particular window, there is this rectangular triangle in the right side. Once you'll click here, you'll get this all different types of functions that we have. These are the functions that are allowed in the Tableau. Okay, that we can use to help to create different calculations. These are the all here. So if you click here, you will see here some numbers, string, date, type conversion, logical, aggregate, use table calculation and some spatial calculation, out of which that we do currently here is the that I'm doing currently is falls under in this our date calculation. So in the date calculation, three different calculations are very much important. Okay, the first one is your date part, second one is your date name, third is your date trunk. Okay, what is the date first that will look here? See, difference between all these three calculations are basically the interview question also. Date part will always return you integer. Date name, as the name suggests, always string, and date trunk always date. So let's say I'll create one calculation here. month, date. So if I use here date name, so here it is saying that date part. So in which part of the date we want to use here? Let's say I want to use in the forms of year. I want date part means there are some reserved keywords in the or that we use. The first one is your year, month, week, quarter, day. So there are n number other different reserved keywords that we use to create in the this one date calculation. So in the date name, they are asking which date part you want. So I want in the forms of I want extraction of the year. Now this is the date. So which date? Let's say I put in here order date. Okay, this is my field. This is the date which in extraction I want here. Okay, I put in here month now. So let's be in month here. Okay. So if I apply this calculation, see, see in the ABC, it is string type. And also there is one small funda by which you can recognize this column is your calculated field or your database field. See, this is also ABC and this is also ABC. What make it difference? There is small equal to, there is no in equal to. So if you find any such equation equal to next to any field, that means that is a calculated field. See, this is also measure, this is also measure. Here there is small equal to, there is no equal to. This is a calculated field and this is also a calculated field. Okay. So if I bring this month date here, it will give me January, February in the forms of string. Why? Because the date type that I have used here date name. So it will give me string output. In the same calculation, if I use here date part, everything will change. It will give me 1 to 12. See, now the month name, month date, if I go here, it's a number whole. So date part will give you integer as a output. Date name will give you string as a output. And if I use here date trunc, it will give me date and time. Okay, so it will return you date here. So these are the common three different calculations that we used here. Now again come down to here, our this sales. I'll create this again once. Okay. See, we are in to create or look YTD sales, year to date sales. Okay. So first thing that I have to understand, I'm into which year? So I'm into 2023. So I want 1 January 2023 to today. So I can't go today plus one. There won't be any data from 5th of June. There will be equal to or less than today. Okay. So I have to what I have to do? I have to look for condition that my date field, this is a date field that we have from database. It will be less than or equal to today. Can't be more than today. So the moment I hit here, it will give me this true, 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 true. No, everything is true. Why? Because even June 2019 is less than today. Even 20 July is less than today. Every date is less than today because I have kept here less than or equal to today. It doesn't satisfy equal to, but it is less than today. So every condition you will get here true. But I want only to year to date, current year. I need to subtract my other years, 21, 20, 22. So in here I kept one more conditions. Okay, and that condition is since I want compare to the date, so I brought here date trunk calculation. Here I want to extract year of which year, my date field first, and that should be equal to my year of today. That should be equal to my date of today. So if you want to see the results of this separate, I'll show you that also. See, what it will give me if I put this only. It will give me this 2000 year, 2019. Okay. It is giving me year. So in the 2019, I'm getting 19, 20, 20. Okay. So it will give me just year. If I place this one, year of today, so it will give me year of today. See, everywhere it is 23.
A new quarter date is a field or sorry, new order date.
Yeah, it's a
Is that if
calculation. Yeah,
it's a
it's a
calculation?
means I have created because I need to bring date to title uh, close to today. But in your database, you will find your means when if you are working on your data set, you'll find your own data set here. Just like we have your order date, no? So there will be some field.
Okay.
Okay, so put this calculation again. Sorry. So don't confuse that. Okay, this is a field, that's why it is mandatory. You, I'll if I bring this order date also here, so that will be your same. Obviously, I'll not get here data year to date, but yeah, let's say I'll bring here order date.
And
So
one
there
question,
won't be. Uh,
order date, is it mandatory to like order date should have a string or it should have integer value something?
no, there should be date field, no?
Date date field.
Date.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. It can't be a string.
No, 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 because we are making a calculation with the date. We are playing with date, no? We are using this function date function. We are
No,
comparing with the date.
just before that you showed that we can return the date as a string. We can return date as a
Huh.
integer.
But
So can we pass directly string here? No, right?
see, I'll give you. I'll do practical and I'll show you. See, currently my this order date is date. Okay, I'm
Yeah.
converting into string. See, it will giving me started giving me errors. Why? Can't compare string with the date values. This today is my date field, and now this is a string.
No, that part is fine. I was asking about the function, the second one, where we, yeah, here can we pass?
No, no, no.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you can come down here. So so with this and calculation, this particular calculation will give me year of today, that is 23, and this calculation will give me year of all the dates that we have here, 19, 20, 21, 20, 23. But I am comparing with 23, so it will filter out rest all the year that is not equal to today year. So everything will be false, and then we have only 23 as a true here. So this is my YTD sales. So for that, I'll put here if, and here I'll put here then else. If you want, you can put here else, zero, and okay. But we don't want to, if you don't want to show anything in the else condition, you can remove it also. It is not mandatory. So now we have here. So this is our YTD sales. Okay. If someone will ask you, give me MTD, month to date sales, or what YTD, they want month to date. So what you will do?
Similarly,
Anyone?
we'll filter based on the month, not the based on
Yes,
the year.
Year can be changed to months.
yes. Everything is same. We'll just change here on the basis of month. See, it is giving me only June. Okay. So these are the calculation by which you can create this YTD or MTD sales. Even there are some what you call that. You can go more deep. You can create QTD also. You can try that QTD. Okay. It
One
will.
question. Normally, the calculation returns one value, kind of a
Mhm.
variable. It stores one
Yes.
value, right? Okay.
Yes. Just like whatsoever in there is in the then, that is your output. Let's example, I have made it MTD profit. So I have to in the output I have to give here profit. Now it is this is my profit. So whatsoever you put you address in the then, that will be your output.
Okay. And it's mandatory to put then. If you're not
Yeah.
putting, okay,
Yeah. If whatever you want to put into output, you have to put in then. If you don't
got it.
put this then it will be your Boolean calculation. It will just return you true and
Okay,
false.
got it.
Any question till now here?
No, if you're putting any variable at any field at last, that type of value we will be getting. That mean, right?
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay. Clear. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll go on one different calculation.
Do we have anything called audit? Like I want to see, like I created one calculation and
Hmm.
someone updated from my team itself. So
Hmm.
can we find that? Like who updated?
Calculation.
Yeah, let's say uh, I'm working in an organization and I created
Mhm.
one calculation. So it can be updated by my team, right? Those who
Mhm.
have the access. So is there any way to find it, like who updated?
See, until unless if you are into server, means you publish something, then by that repository we can check that, okay, uh, who was the last login on the server, or we can see that status. At the
But
desktop level,
but the server, like at one given point of time, there will be a number of people who will be using that uh, Tableau application, right? So
mm-hmm. See, just like we have into this Google Sheets, no, if someone open into edit mode, other our persons are not allowed to make some any changes because
right,
someone has already that
correct.
restrictions we don't means if you are if you have making some edited changes onto server without downloading that desktop level onto your local machine also, if you are making going to some changes, it doesn't ask that restriction like you.
Okay.
So by
So
the help of that
there is
repository only.
there is nothing like who created this calculation, who was the person last updated. There is nothing like that. right?
No, no, no.
Okay,
But by the help of the
okay,
server repository login credentials only, we can see that okay, over that period of time, these are the persons they had a login. They made, they make some credentials. They log in here. So with in the log files, we can see that okay, these are the persons they made some changes by the help of that log files only.
got it, got it.
Okay, so we'll see some other calculations also. Let's see in just a small text table. Okay, see, now there are different types of calculation that we can do without writing any calculation. Okay, that we called as a table calculations. So table calculation is a nothing. It's a predefined calculations that has been already created. You have to just select, okay, you want this scenario or that scenario. Even you can see what are the logic that has been placed over that particular one table calculation. But you can in a just like selecting different options or like in a radio buttons, you can select 111 options and you can see the results. So to apply that table calculation, we have to come down this any measures that you have taken here. Click here. If you come down here, so there are table calculation and there is quick table calculation. In a add table calculation, you will find here different things here. Okay, so that you can add by your own self. But if you add this quick table calculation, here there are this all calculation has been already been created. You just have to go and select here. Just like from running total to difference, percent of difference, percent of total, rank, percentile, moving average, YTD total, compound growth rate, year over year growth, YTD growth. This two, YTD total and YTD growth, is not been highlighted. As I was saying from the very first session, that Tableau will give you all functionalities based on the data set that you have at the seat level. So kind of data that I have been dragged here at the seat level doesn't allow to show YTD total or YTD growth. When you will put down relevant data to this, you will get this function also as there. But currently we'll see all this here. So what is running total basically? Okay, let's take example of this category here and we'll put here sales here. So if I go here and I put it as a running total, see what is running total? I'll explain you just for one example. If you are not aware, okay, sales. See, team A, it has a sales of 10. B, they have a sales of 15. Okay, C, they have a, again 10. And D, they have a 20. Now, if you will make this addition, what will get? 10 plus 15 plus 10 plus 20. So at the moment, you will have your 30, 40, 55. So that you will get it as a total 55. But what is running total? In a running total, what they will do, in a running total, what you will do, in the first field will be 10 only, but the next field will be 10 plus 15, 25. Again, 25 plus 10, 35. 35 plus 20, that is 55. So this total that you will get by the making a sum addition, you will get your result at one step ahead only. So that is what your running total. So here, if you see here that you are getting here 22 lakhs 97,201 at the tables. But if you'll see here, if I drag this sales here, so that is my 22,000. That is my total sales that I am getting at the table square. Why so? I'll drag it here again and you will compare here. This is my running sales and this is my original sales. See, the first value is the same, 167, 380, both the same. But if you see the second value, see now 274, okay, 167,380 plus this second value 107,532. 274 912. Second value will be addition of your previous value. Now we have 302. So in this, if you'll add 27119, so this will be your 302093. So running total means addition of your previous value and at the end, this will be your total value. So that is what running total does here. If you go here and create here, so this is your running total. If you want to see what logic, see that triangle signs shows here that there is table calculation already been done. If you again come down here, it will ask you clear if you want to remove that. But if you want to see the logic, what that has been used inside to create this running total, you can click here, Control A, Control C. This is the function that they have used running some cells. It is says here what default Tableau calculation. If you are going to create this calculation by your own, Tableau will tell it as it is a default table calculation because they have already this calculation here as a running total. There is no need to create again calculation for this. So this is what your running calculation. So if I go and if I make it here as a quick table calculation running total, so it will give me same. Here there is one thing compute using. See, currently it is compute using means Tableau table across. Currently we have selected table across. That means we have assigned it to go left to right. If I will make it as a Tableau down, so my value will change. If I make it as a cell or order date or region, that will depend, change the value. If I'll ask to go by order date, there will be different value. If I ask to okay, compute using by region, there will be different value. So that is my table calculation. One of the calculation that we have here is running total. Second is difference. So if you want to make a difference between two different columns, you can easily make here. Just the moment you click on difference, you will get this value. Now you'll see that okay, 2018 value went off. Where is that value? Okay, I'll show you. Let me bring again here. See, this is my original sales here, and this is my that table calculation sales here. See here. Whenever you make any difference, you what you do? You for to make a get the value add here in a 2018 there was 1 lakh 3838. Okay, this is the value, and then here 102,874. So if you want to check the difference from 18 to 19, you have to calculate 2019 minus 2018. Okay, so if you want to check the value of 2018, you should have 2017 value. So there is no 2017 value. That's why you saw that in 2018 there was zero, all was blank. But in 2019 there are values. So if you subtract here 102,874, that is your 2019 value, minus 103,838 equal to minus 964. So that was your negative change. Again, 1,47,429, and in 2019, 2,874. So this was the value in 2019, and here this is the value at 2020. So the difference is 44,555. Again, 47,429, here 098. So this is the negative change. Okay, so this is your difference. So this difference shows that this is the negative difference from 18 to 19. This is the positive from 19 to 20 again here. So if you want to see again what calculation they have used here, you can come down here and you can paste. So you can see here, okay, they have used some ZN function and lookup function to create that calculation. If you go and create these calculation here, so you will get again that default repository. Currently this difference you are getting in the forms of figures, but if you want in the form of percentage, then percent difference. So that difference you'll get now in the forms of percentage. 0.93 percentage, negative 43.31. Again, the value is the same. It just now it is showing in the forms of percentage to you. Okay. Third is your percent of total. So what is your percent of total basically? See, this is my figures here. Okay. There will be some total here. If I want to show the totals of this value, I need to go into analysis, totals, show column, grand totals. So now we have here total here, 22,97,201. This is my total value. If I want to see the percentage, what is close, this 167, what is the value in the form of percentage? So I'll come here into quick table calculation and I'll check for percent of total. I'll bring their original sales also. See, my total is 22,97,201. That is close to 100%. But this 167,380, that is 7.29. Okay, so that is 7.29 percentage. 1,75,32, that is 4.68 percentage. So highest percentage what we have here, 14.37, that is 3,30,007. So this value is 14.37 percentage. This value 14.30 is 3,28,000. So in whole, this is my percent of total and this is my 100%. And this is 22, this 100% is close to 22,97,201. So this value is in figures and this is my percentage. If you want to see again what calculation they have used to create this, sum sales divide by total. Obviously, if you want to create some percentage, let's say I have 10, 20, 30, and you want to see the percentage. So if you want to, let's say A have 10, B have 20, C have a 30. So what you will do, you will divide total 20 plus 20, 50, 60, and you will divide A with that 60 and you'll get the percentage of the A. You will divide 20 with that 60 and you'll get percentage of B, and you will divide 30 with the 60, you will get percentage of C. So that's similar thing that they have done here. Okay, so that we can do here into quick table calculation, percent of. So this is your percentage of total. So if I come down here in totals, if I want to see this column, so in the column it is showing here 21%, this again here. But again, if I come down here, if I show row totals, so why it is showing here? Because currently it is calculating by this way. This whole 4 is equal to 100%. But if I want, okay, this should run by this top and bottom. So again, come down here, compute using table down. So now this is my 100% and this is by individual percentage. So you can change the flow of your transitions also. This calculation, you want to go by this top to down or this. So that was my percent of total. Again, we have a rank. See, rank, whenever anyone will ask you of rank, they'll always ask you index versus rank. Okay, this is a interviewer question also. We have a different types of rank in SQL and Tableau both. Okay, but what is the main funda of this index and rank? Index will always give you a physical positioning on which position you are standing. Okay, so if I drag here subcategory and if I bring down here index, it will give me this nomenclature based on my standing physical position. Index is 1, 1, 2, 3, 17 because on the basis. But if I want to calculate rank, okay, so what rank will do? Rank will give me the positioning based on my values. Higher the rank, higher the value. Lower the rank, lower value. So the higher value is the 3,30,000. So rank will give me first it as a position. Let's see. I'll drag again here so that you can compare. The first rank is 3,30,000. Second rank is 3,28,000. But index is different.
Rank can be based on any column.
Yes, on the basis on the values, which values you are holding here.
But if you have two, three fields, let's say sales, some other fields also, and those are also a string. So on which particular column it will, like based on which column it will calculate.
By this you are saying.
Yeah.
So now you have options
No,
on
but
which
the reason is a string, right? It's a string. So
what you want to bring me
I,
measure.
yeah, some integer.
Okay.
Yeah. So now based on the which particular column it is calculating, sales or the profit. But
Currently
both will
sales,
be.
currently sales because we have applied here.
Can we change it to profit?
Yeah, it is giving you result on the basis of both now. On the basis of profit, it is giving the rank is here first. Sorry, sales. On the base of profit, the rank is here. Copier. Means it's
Ho-
whichever suits you. You can calculate rank on the basis of each and every measures that you have, but what needs you in the particular logic or any visualization or any table that you're looking for. If you're looking for if your customer is looking positioning on the basis of profit, then you will use this column. If you are going, if they are asking on the basis of sales, then you will use this column.
Can we do? Can you do it again? Like how did you change it?
Till here, it is good to we have created on the basis of sales here.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll add quantity, I'll add profit. Okay, so now if you are looking something on the basis of quantity, so it
Yeah.
we can apply similar way table calculation in the quantity, quick table calculation rank. So this is giving me rank on the basis of quantity. If I am looking
Okay.
for profit, again profit, quick table calculation rank. So now this is giving me on the basis of rank on the profit. So on the basis of sales, the rank is here first. On the basis of quantity, rank is here, vendors. On the basis of profit, rank first is here, copiers.
Got it. Based on one column we can do, not two column. Like let's say quantity is same for uh, two of the rows, and
Mhm.
the other field that is the different. And I want if it is same, then it's to go to the second one.
Yes.
How we can add? Like currently it is showing based on only one column, right?
Hmm.
Rank of
See,
profit along. Yeah.
no, no, as I was saying you, see, this calculation rank you can find for any of your means rank is different from the index is similar way because index doesn't depend on anything. Index doesn't depends on your those values. It will give you on the basis of physical positioning. So whatsoever measure you will drag it here, this value is never going to change. But the rank is funda is different. The rank will always depend on your measures. So which measure you want to compare or you want to calculate, that depend rank, that depends on you. If you are taking a consideration as from the sales, then it will you have to take it sales only. If you are looking for the quantity, then you have to consider this one. You can't
My
compare
question
both.
was, yeah, okay, we can't compare both. Okay. Can we compare like based on two different columns? Let's say there is profit and the profit is same for all. For like there are 10 different rows. For five of them, the profit is five, and for other five, the profit is eight. So I what I want is first it should go based on the profit, then it should go based on the uh, uh, other column, and there should be one defined rank.
Defined rank means one top of the
They
very.
means like, yeah, based on both the columns, one ranks we should get one rank.
Based on both the columns, let's say you have category and you have profit. So you are saying you want to compare both the columns and you want to get one rank.
One rank, yeah. If the value, let's say for the profit the value is same, two different fields, for two different rows the values are same, then we should go to the sales in that case.
So
uh,
let's take for accessories. So accessories you have profit 41,000 and sales is 167.
yeah.
So what you want to do? You want to compare these
So
two?
no, what you can do is for the appliances you can make the same profit, make the profit as same. Yeah, 41,000.
Then we have to make some data set here. Okay. Mm, name, sales, profit, A,
Yeah,
N, N, E,
it will be 10
N.
and 12. Make one column should be same. Yeah, column should be same. Yeah, that can be anything. Yep. Now column should be different. Yeah, it's fine. So now what I want, if the sales is same, then it should go to the profit. If the sales is like based on the sales, I should get the rank. But if the sales is same, then it should go to the profit.
Yeah. Now what you are saying here? If
I
the
want to create the rank based on the sales, but if the sales are same, then it should go to the profit. Check the profit, and because sales is 10-10, so it cannot
Mhm,
give a rank like same rank, right? They are at the
mhm.
same rank, so it should compare the profit. If the profit is like less, then it should give rank as one. So in this particular case, A will come one, B will come as two, and C will come as three.
So for that, this scenario, we have other different ranks also, no? Means what you are saying that is practically feasible. You can write a calculation on that. But for that things, if you have a same this rank, then we have a different types of rank also, like dense rank or rank. We have different other ranks also. Is rank dense rank, rank modified. So it does the same if you have a similar kind of thing. So it assigns a different values here for that. But if what you are saying that is fine, that you can means any logic that you can think over in your head, that is fine. But for similar kind of scenario, we have four different types of rank here. So rank modified and this rank other one, that plays a similar goal here. Means rank and modified rank, I think this plays a better. Okay.
Yeah, but my point was like we will be applying on one particular column, right? As you showed in the measures, you will go right click, will select the measures rank. So it will be applied for the sales only, not for the profit, right?
Yes, for the sales only.
But we in this particular case we want to apply for both, right? If it is same, then we have to go to the we have to check the profit.
For that, we have to write a calculated field, I guess.
Yes, 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 yes.
Okay.
With the help of calculation, we can write it. After the session, I'll write this calculation and I'll ping the on my that Telegram thing. Okay.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Yeah. This is the practical scenario in your organization, I think.
No, no, no. I don't work on Tableau actually.
Okay.
I'm just learning. Yeah.
Okay. No worries. Yeah, that is what. If you are thinking something, you can able to write this calculation. If you are not thinking, then how you are able to think anything? It's good that you are thinking something out of the box or something going in your head. What we're talking of. Clear. Yes, we have done till rank here. So similar goes for your percentile, moving average, year over year. All this calculation will does the same thing here, just like year over year growth. So again, this is the year from 18 to 19. What is the growth from 19 to 20? What is the growth from 19 to 21? What is the growth? This is all this calculation you can do here. Okay. So this is your what we have showcased here is your quick table calculation. Let's say you have something you want to apply your own calculation. Okay, you want to derive your own logic. How should it go, or in a similar way it should process. So you can come down here and you can add your own calculation here. So here are different types of calculation from difference from percentage, different from percent total, percent of total rank, percentile running total, moving calculation. So you can choose any of this calculation. So let's say you want to calculate rank here. Okay, so now it is giving you rank on the basis of table across. If you select here table down, so see, it is calculating here in 2019. The first is this, no, second is here, third is here, fourth is here. If you want to calculate a table across, it will give you like this on the basis of this segment consumer and across, then down, down, then across, pane down. So it is giving you rank on the basis of this particular pane only, central, one, two, three, across, then down. So it is giving you this central. So if you'll see here, 1 is here, 2 is here, 3 is here, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, or any particular cell. Okay, this is descending. If you want to make it ascending, let's say running total, table down, pen down, cell, across. So whatever suits you, you can make it here. Sum, average, minimum, maximum. So you can design here your own calculation, whatever you think of, okay, in the add table calculation. And in quick table calculation, there are predefined already, there are this calculation that you can add and make your life better without to reduce your writing calculation downtime. Okay. Now, mm, okay, in this last 30 minutes, I'll teach you one very interesting thing that you can add in your visualization or learning purpose that we called as a parameters. What is parameter? If I just make a definition to you, so parameter is a functionality in a Tableau, okay, that gives dynamic feature or hold to your customer to interact more and more to your dashboard. Okay, let's say assume that customer has asked you give me region sales What you will do, you will simply drag your regions, you will drag your sales, and you will say, okay, my work is done. If they'll come, you, okay, give me segment wise sales. What you will do, okay, I have my segment, I have my sales. Okay, done. Again, if they'll come, you give me subcategory sales. So you will say, okay, take it subcategory, take it sales, and work is done. Now they'll ask you, okay, create me a dashboard. So what you will do, you will drag your dashboard, put down here. You'll drag your other, put down, you'll put down it anyway, and you'll drag here. Okay, means formatting and beautification is different, but you will create similar kind of visualization and you will give your customer. But it looks some clumsy, and customer will take, okay, this is the visualization, okay, however, but they will not make more interactive interaction to your dashboard. So what you have to do? So you have to create think something that will ask your customer to be attached to your product, to be enrolled to that particular visualization more and more. He has to more and more interact to you. So for that, we can use a functionality that is called parameter that gives dynamic control to your dashboard to your customer. They want to more and more interactive. If I give you very layman example, if someone will ask, if you go someone home and you will, okay, if she plays, one of your friend plays any movie, and he or she asks you to watch it. If you don't like that movie, you will not see that movie. You'll see for 10 minutes or 4 minutes. But if he or she will give you a remote or PlayStation, you'll play your own game. So that's make you more interactive. Similar here also, parameter will gives you dynamic control to the customer over the any visualization that you have created for. So for that, we have to come down here and we have to create this parameter. Here I'll name it select dimension. I'll make it as a type string because I have two different names here. So I'll put it here region. I'll put it here sub category. And the third one is segment. Make it okay. So now you have this one parameter section, select dimension. So I'll make it here and I'll show right click here and it will give me a show parameter. So now you have your options here, region, category, subcategory. So see, parameter gives you dynamic ability to control your dashboard with this selection, but parameter is very dependent calculation. It can't perform, it cannot perform individual. It needs calculation to help him, to support him. So we have to create one calculation to support this parameter calculation. So I can write it here, select dimension dot C. It's just a way to write to start so that dot C means I can remember that these are the calculation. If I put dot P, that is my parameters. It's just my way to put that. So now here I'll make here one uh, case statement. So I'll put here case, select dimension. So I'll put here when customer will select region, which region? Here, this one. Then in database, it should come region. When category, then subcategory. When segment, then segment. And You can ask me why we use case statement, why not if else? See, in a if else, there is if and there will be some else. Okay. Primarily, there is else if also in the Tableau that we can use here. But the moment Tableau was initially invented, there was no else if. So we started using everything with the case statement, and it goes very well. And the performance issues also, case statements are far more better than the if else statement. That's why we use case statement more. So here now when you select this region, it will give you region from the output. If you select subcategory, it will give you subcategory. It will select segment, it will give you segment. Apply. Now we have here one calculation, one field here, that is select dimension. Okay. So what we will do here? We will replace this calculation with our this region. Okay. Now when the customer will select region, they'll see region. When they'll select subcategory, they will see subcategory. When they will see segment, they will see subsegment. Okay, I'm not getting any values in segment. Can anyone say why? So I'm getting values in other two, region and subcategory, but not in segment. Why? Any reason?
What data types?
Not data type, bro. You
Maybe in the script it is not correct.
no.
The variable name
See,
or something.
no, nothing. Parameter is the case sensitive.
Se-
See
seg
here,
seg
I
Uh,
have used here small
there's,
s, but here I
yeah,
have used big S. Parameter is a case sensitive. Whatsoever you put on here in the parameter, you have to write same here. The moment I'll write again here capital S, will give me results. So remember that while writing parametric calculation, parameter are case sensitive.
yeah. Can you just again tell like how to create dimensions? Oh, like how we added dimension.
Okay, but you like it this way or that previous way? First, tell me that.
The previous, because if the customer want to compare between two, three different uh, graphs, so it's easy for them to compare. But here, I don't know
That
like
is
how.
no, that is scenario. If the compare is different, but this give you more interactive to your dashboard.
Yeah, it depends on the like mainly.
It depends on the usage and the customer
Yeah,
requirement, but
right,
these are the functionalities that Tableau provides you. It's not mandatory that you have to use it. It's totally your story, what you want to portray. But let's say if there is nothing to compare, if they want to just simple dashboard to see all this, so parameter helps you to control. Even parameter helps you to reduce this extra seats also here. So earlier you created three different seats or four different seats. Here you created one different seats and you can portray here, and customer can see different visualization here into one different seats.
right.
Okay. Not just in terms of measure dimension, you can do in terms of measures also. Same, create parameter, select measures.
Where did we click for create parameter?
Here again, this
Okay,
triangle,
okay, okay.
create parameter. Dimension, sales, profit. See, I'm making here quantity Q as a capital. Then in calculation, I have to write Q as a capital only because parameter is a sensitive, case sensitive. Okay, select measures. Again, it can't perform alone, so we have to add this calculation.
But that particular parameter we were creating on different dashboard, right? Then why it was not allowing us to create the parameter with the same name, like select dimension.
Not dashboard. We are into data pane only, no, into same workbook. We can't create two different fields at the same name.
Okay.
Okay, so now we have this dimension, sorry, measure here. So what we will do, we'll replace this measure with our original measures here. So now if you want to compare your region with the help of sales or profit or quantity or discount, what happened to discount? See, in the database here, in the parameter it is small d, here I have used capital D. So you can compare it. So in one visualization, in one sheets, if you take this region and you have four measures, so that means 4 into 3, 12. Okay. So here you have a 3 and here you have 4. So 4 into 3, 12 different sheets you have made into one. Okay. You can take this subcategory and compare it with the sales, compare it with the profit, compare it with the quantity, discount or segment. You can do same other things. So parameter helps you to give this dynamic control over your dashboard. There are far more different use cases of the parameter and there's very good feature functionalities. Either means uses of it that totally depends on you that it's going to suit your requirement or not, but it's a good functionalities here. Okay. Anyone has a question on this? No? Okay.
No, sir.
You understood everything on today class?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Yes. I have one thing like if I want to send this bar pie chart or bar graph, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
over the mail or somehow like I want to share then to someone and that
Mm-hmm.
person is not having the access of Tableau,
Mm-hmm.
how can we send it in that case?
Either you export it as a image, the first
Will
option you
they
can
able
show.
will they be able to select the dimensions? No, right?
No. So in that scenario, you have to make a embedded. Embed means you have seen so many different dashboard, no, in the COVID time era also, or into here, in the different this website, you see different figures. Charts are running, pie chart is moving. So that they have done embedded. They have created some visualization. Okay. Into any tool, it can be Tableau, Power BI, SAP BO, any different visualization tool. They have created it, or in Python or R anything, and that whole code they have embedded into that website. So that is called embedding Tableau dashboard into website. It can be done by different ways. So you have to embed here. into dashboards. So that visualization will give you different control. Because see, as a developer, when any organization purchase a license, so it comes around $69 monthly. So it billing will be annually. So that is 828 plus taxes. That will be $900 monthly minimum for one developer.
Yeah.
That is as a developer license. You, if you are a manager or if you are a AVP or just a viewer, so that there are three different types of license are there. As a creator, means if you are working as a developer, you should have creator license. If you are just as a viewer, then you should hold viewer license. So viewer license is chief, but that even that it comes with a cost. To save that cost, what organization does, as a creator, they purchase one license and they publish in onto the server. Okay, and that server whole code they embed into any website, internal website also. And but due to that, each and every members of the organization, they can view that visualization and they can save the cost of that viewer member license fee.
Okay. We can't
Yeah,
have something like job which sends the dashboard over the mail on every Monday or every
that is on the
first day
server
of
that
month.
is called as a schedulers or alerts, subscriptions actually. Yeah, so that is a subscriptions. Okay, so subscription can be sent to those users who are the members on the server. So if you are a member on the server, that means on your name license has been purchased. So if you go, if you see on the email or on the server, that is cost is already included, no? So if you are not a member on the server, how can server can send you that subscription dashboard either in a PDF form or in an image form on your email? I'm saying that saving a cost of that. Embedded will save you cost from the user license that some organization has to purchase to you.
Yeah.
See, in an organization, there are, let's say, 20 members. Okay, these are all viewers. You as a developer, you are holding a creator license. You created everything. You publish onto it on the server. Now, this 20%, they are viewers. So if this whole 20% need to see this data on the server, this 20% has to be licensed. Manager has to purchase license on the name of 20 name. Then only they can go and access the server. Okay, until unless you purchase a license of one person and you are using the credential of only one person to log in different things, that doesn't means looks good in an organization. So they has to purchase. Then only server can send you that email automatically on your email, either in the forms of um, PDF or image or spreadsheet or PowerPoint, any way you want it. But that means you have to purchase the license. You has to be member on a server. Just like you go any website and they ask you subscribe me. So you has to be a member to receive that newsletter every Monday or every month. So that is include here. So that include here cost of this 20 member. But embedding will not give you any cost. You publish the server, you extract that code here, and you embed it with any dashboard. So here, that member of your 20 members, you can save that cost. Okay.
Sir, in Power BI also it's same.
The process may be different, but yeah, we can do embedding in Power BI also.
But there are a couple of tools from where we can send the reports or the reports mainly over the
Mhm.
mail or
Over the email.
email. Yeah,
Which report? This Tableau report.
not Tableau report. Like ServiceNow tool is there, so using that we can send the report over the mail, and there are other also, but
ServiceNow
I'm
is a
not.
basically a ticketing tool. Okay, that is used by the organization. Even there are some report designing things also. So basically, it is a ITSM tool, basically service management,
Right,
change management. Okay, so
right.
there are ways to you can design your own data, own report. But ServiceNow captures your ticketing your data, means all your ITSM records. So if you want to create anything on the basis of your service now, so you can create there. So someone who is the again, you can't someone who is already been member on the server, you can send the reports to them.
No, like I can send the report to anybody who is like, let's say
Member or
there
not.
is one. No, even who is not member in the service now. Let's say there is one person who works in my
Hmm.
organization. So
Hmm.
obviously, like I will have all the records of each and every employee of the organization, right? So I
Hmm.
can send the email to anybody. Just I need to give the email, and it will send that uh, report to that particular person.
Yeah, email
Uh,
I'm sure because I have used ServiceNow over 2 years. I have worked so many times on ServiceNow data. In my first two organization, they I had to I had to play a lot of thing on ServiceNow data I have created, but I'm not sure that you can share report that means some report that I design on inside the ServiceNow that I can send outside who is not been member. I'm not sure on that part.
Actually, we can send like we can create some schedule, and based on that schedule, it will send every time. Like we can create one loop, kind of.
Okay, okay, maybe.
Yeah.
Sir, can we connect Tableau with live data?
Yeah, live data we have.
So, can you please show how to connect? Like, if I want to connect with stock market or a database of any company.
Database of any company, then you let's say in my organization there is some repository or data lake or data warehouse they use. Okay, so in that, let's say in my organization, in my team we work into this Oracle. So most of the time what I have to do, okay, sorry, this is my server name. So I have to put down my server's name, my user credential, and then we can connect here. If your organization is using let's say this ServiceNow data, so you have to click on this connectors and you have to put your URL connections here, and then you can connect your data.
Okay, sir.
Hmm. And there are some this WDC also. This is web data connector. So if you will click here, you have to paste your you have to build your connector. So if you want to extract data from any URL or any web page, so it's not free basically. So some websites allow to extract their data, but generally 90% data they websites they protect their data. So if you want to extract some data, so you have to create that connector first, and then from that URL you can extract that data here. But in the organization level, we use any of this data warehouse because data is very precious to any organization, either it's a small or build mid-level or high level organizations. So they preserve here their data, they put down into any cloud database or any local database, they protect their data. So based on that, someone will use Splunk, someone will use Snowflake, someone will use Azure, someone will use Oracle, MySQL, or any connector. So based on any connectors, you can use here and you can connect that data sets.
Sir, means if we manipulate the data in Tableau,
Mhm.
so it will reflect in the database.
No, 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 no. Any calculations that you are going to make here, see, if you are working as a live data connections, okay, uh, this is my live data connection here. Okay, so it's if I change here, rename here, so best practice of the Tableau doesn't allow me to rename this field that is coming from the Tableau. Sorry, that is coming from the that database. I'm not allowed to rename this field here. Either there is a options to rename this field, but it is not best practice. Why? Because tomorrow the refreshment will be done from database side, and this data name is not product name is not been same will be there. You'll find some error. So if you want to change this field with the other name, you can always create some calculation. You can write here, use this field in your calculation. in your seat label. Both populate the same data. But what is the main best practice to it? Your original field is not going to alter. So it is not allowed to rename or make any alteration in original field. Apart from that, any calculation that you create at this tableau level, it is not been shown at the database level. When I export data from here, I'll see this p name here. See, YTD sales, this MTD profit. I'm getting this data here. But if I export same uh, data of this table from SQL or Oracle, I will not see this name there, because this whole calculation I have created at the Tableau level, not at the DB level. So changing the name of your data source original field, it is not allowed here. If you want to do something, you can always create a different name calculation and use that. Secondary, all those calculations that you create here will be shown at the Tableau level, not at the the original application or source that you are using.
Means sir, there is no harm to our database from Tableau side if anything we do here.
Yeah, but don't delete any original fields.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And data, see, organization are very sensitive over their data, so they will never give you direct access to any original database. In a database level, there are views they create. Okay, so as an analyst, you have to work on those views, because the DB owners or data engineers will never give you access to master tables. Anything happens, the master table will go to destroy. So they can, if anything happens to views, their master copy will always be there. So they'll ask you to play around with the views, not with the original table.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, what's the main difference between dashboard and reports or the workbook?
Workbook is the file. This is the file. If I save it here, save as, this is my Tableau workbook. If I'll save anywhere, it contains my each and every different things. In that, there are two different types of workbook: packaged workbook and workbook. Okay, but this is a workbook. In packaged workbook, it will store my each and everything: this sheet, dashboard, database, images, URL, logs, everything. So in packaged workbook will be heavier one. Workbook will store only my sheets and dashboard. It won't stores my any this data source or anything. So it will be a lighter one.
And reports and dashboard, the difference? Or is it the same thing?
Report basically it focus on the specific, means some particular information that you are looking for. Okay, and dashboard is something that is used to portray on one particular story. Let's say someone will ask you, give me uh, last 30 days stock data. So that particular data, or you or report or the visualization that you have created, that is basically a for a specific period of time or a specific topic. So that is your report. But someone will ask you, give me a cost analysis of of the whole data. So whatsoever in the data, you will do that cost analysis or fund analysis or your profit analysis. That is whole story that you are showcasing. That is your dashboard.
Okay, okay. Got it.
Yeah.
Sir, excuse
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Sir, will you be taking like any XQL classes or something else in future?
Yeah, in the future, I'll again do some like this. This time I have taken around 3 or 4 like this session over the past 2 3 months. I In the last quarter I was in. Okay, let me first this.